Hello. See you again with Car Expert YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to get the newest update of car reviews. Speaking of steering, Mazda has employed its electronic power-assisted unit here, a setup you'll find in most of the company's products. Complain all you want about the use of a PAS instead of a hydraulic system, but I'll tell you to drive a Mazda, a Miata, specifically, for proof that this type of configuration really can offer excellent amounts of feel, with weight that builds progressively, offering ample through-the-road feedback. To be fair, the MX-5 sampled here felt a bit lighter than I would have expected in terms of overall steering feel, but Mazda says it isn't quite done tuning that yet, and the US spec car with its larger, more powerful engine will have heavier steering. I can't quite say for sure if that means more heft added overall, or if that will make for stronger, quicker weight build-up while cornering, but I have to imagine it's going to be good. Mazda will offer the new Miata with either a 6-speed manual or automatic transmission, and you'd be crazy not to opt for the former. As has been the case with all MX-5s, the ND's tranny is a superb piece of work, with a clutch pedal that's light yet firm, and easy to modulate, matched with a gear lever that's short and stubby, offering a reassuring click into each gear as you quickly row through the box. Furthermore, the 3-pedal setup is staggered for heel-and-go maneuvers, and predictable, linear throttle response makes rev matching a breeze. Naturally, weight balance is a perfect 50-50 here, and while I'd love to list off specs like suspension damping vis-a-vis the NA and NC models, I don't have those numbers. Nor do I have brake size data, and can only say that the stoppers performed admirably, never once feeling grabby or, on the other end, too soft. Really, if you've ever driven a Miata, nothing about the ND experience will shock or alarm. Nor will it disappoint. It's intoxicating, and it's perfect for cruising down canyon roads, hands at 9 and 3, or for long stretches of open highway, elbow resting nicely on the door, wind being channeled in softly. This Miata should prove easier to live with, as well, now that the interior has been brought into the 20th century. That's not to say the outgoing model had a bad cabin, it just became outdated, especially with the rapidly growing set of infotainment systems and gee-whiz gadgets that now come standard across all vehicles. The MX-5 boasts a clean, driver-focused layout, with easy-to-navigate interior functions neatly stacked up the center console. New for 2016 are more robust cup holders, and the storage space between the two seats that serves as a glove box is still surprisingly capacious. Straight ahead from the driver, the instrument cluster is refreshingly basic, with only the necessary informational gauges. The steering wheel diameter has been ever so slightly decreased for the ND model, and the tilt range is a bit more expansive than before, still no telescopic function, though. Seats are comfortable and supportive, and importantly, you sit lower in this car than in the NC, the hip point has been reduced by 20 mm, again, all for the sake of keeping as much mass as close to the road as possible. Taller drivers will still poke the tops of their heads above the windscreen, but folks I spoke with after the drive program didn't seem to mind. Instead, the big takeaway with the cabin is that nothing gets in the way of driver focus and driver enjoyment. When it comes down to it, that's really all there is to know about this car. Everything has been done for the sake of driving pleasure above all. No excuses, no compromises. That's what makes the Miata a Miata. By and large, every generation of Mazda's Roadster has built upon the strengths of the original NA MX-5, and this fourth chapter not only continues the proud tradition of the lightweight Japanese sports car that made folks the world over fall in love some 25 years ago, it has regained some of the original's essence by slimming down. As Mazda likes to say, there's a little bit of Miata in every model it makes, and since its inception, this one little car has inspired the brand's entire direction. But it's more than a great car, and it's more than a great Mazda. My drive in the Japanese spec model offered a promising glimpse at what should no doubt be a truly fantastic ND MX-5 Miata. If the US spec car keeps all of this JDM's testers' rhythms in check, car enthusiasts have something seriously rewarding to look forward to. The MX-5 has always been one for the car guys, and the ND is proof positive that Mazda's 25-year-old recipe is still as tasty as ever.